So this is a position where bishops are not really doing much. Ah, so he's sacking the exchange. Okay. Okay. He's probably going to put the bishop on there and hold on to that pawn. Ah, that's his idea. Okay. I see what you're doing, Mr. Grubber. Okay, so what happens on queen b3, where I'm hitting the c3 pawn and I'm also hitting the d5 pawn? So let's go queen b3, rook c8, takes, is check. Let's say king h8. And I got to be careful with this pawn. That is a spicy pawn. I don't know if I want to give up my light squared bishop like that. So I could have some weaknesses. The other idea I could do is I could play rook to e3, rook e3, rook c8, queen c2. And maybe his idea is just bishop to b4. Well, in that instance, I would have a3 to hit the bishop. So rook a3, rook c8, queen c2, maybe queen c7. Then I have bishop h3 to tickle the rook. So let's see what he has in mind on rook here. The other thing that queen c2 does is it keeps his queen out from f5, and the f5 square potentially could hit the rook here. Okay, so let's go ahead with what we calculated. I'm gonna have to play a little faster. Now I might want to swing the bishop over here. And then I've got some pressure on this diagonal. Okay, so we looked at that. I thought I could just play a3. So takes. Let's see what he had in mind there. Maybe he's just gonna... Real King Goose has followed. Thank you for the follow. Maybe his idea is after the exchanges, he's gonna go queen to d6 to hold on to the bishop. So maybe I shouldn't be in such a rush. Ah, but I would pick off the a5 pawn there, though. It's interesting. Okay. This is what I calculated, so let's see what he comes up with. think it's to my benefit to at least win this pawn. Okay, here we go. And I think I can just take on a5. Don't see any reason not to. If I take on a5, bishop to b4, there's queen a2 is an idea. Also queen a7 hitting the bishop is possible.